Dear viewers, immigration rules are frequently changing, which is very important for migrant community and all of us. Why won't the world tackle the refugee crisis? Are the High Court judges under pressure by government policy? How deporting people silently? Why immigration detention center misbehaves with detainees? Is the immigration enforcement used by government lawfully? How immigrants are victim of domestic violence? What will be the UK relationship with the European Union after Brexit? Fear spreads. Protests across the world. We should know the reality. I try to collect all the latest immigration news regularly. If you like this video, please stay with us to follow my Facebook page and YouTube channel, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with your friends. Let's go to the news. Truth to tell, populism and the immigration debate. The populist surge that helped propel Brexit isn't going to help the UK take control of its borders, writes Tim Bale. Neither Labour nor the Conservatives have been honest with voters about immigration policy, and that shows little signs of changing after a hard Brexit. The gap between rhetoric and reality has given politicians the opportunity to indulge in populist promises. People sense they are not being told the whole truth, but do they want to hear it? The deportation of Irene Clennell shows how callous this government is when it comes to immigration. Irene Clennell has a British spouse, 2 children in their 20s who were born in the UK, even a grandchild. But of course, none of this matters to a government determined to get numbers down, one at a time. Immigration restrictions must be introduced early, after Article 50 is triggered. Restricting EU migration from the moment Article 50 is triggered is the only sensible way forward for the government. Bangor University student back on campus as deportation threat still looms. Shiromani Satyanarajah says she is shaken by detention but wants to focus on completing electrical engineering degree. Top orchestra quits Britain over Brexit migration clampdown. Concern from its musicians about travel restrictions mean the Oxfordshire-based EU Baroque is moving to Belgium. Brexit, EU nationals express panic after government alters residency rules. Despite having completed my undergraduate and PhD studies in Scotland, I won't have any rights to stay in the country and pay my debt in taxes to the British society. Britain is one of worst places in Western Europe for asylum seekers. UK has some of harshest policies, and bureaucratic delays leave many people destitute or homeless, analysis reveals. Joseph Mariathasan, can UK benefit from US immigration woes? UK said to tailor immigration to help banks, farms with Brexit. Ministers want to avoid labour shortages from finance to farms. Points-based immigration system, foreign workers tax ruled out. Irene Clennell tells of deeply humiliating deportation from UK. Woman, 52, who was removed from the UK on Sunday, describes how she was restrained at Edinburgh Airport in full view. A woman who was separated from her family over an immigration technicality has spoken of her humiliation when border guards restrained her in public as she was removed from the UK. Mundo tells of family fight against UK immigration laws in North. Brexit, UK economy sleepwalking into a disaster without regional immigration policy. Different regions must have powers to determine their own skills needs after the UK leaves the EU, experts tell the Lords. Leader, the Great Immigration Fudge. Brexit is fueling immigration NIMBYism, fewer migrants, please, but not in my sector. Immigration will not dramatically fall after Brexit, says Amber Rudd. Home Secretary says government is against cliff edges and will consult businesses this summer on new immigration system. UK may return tortured asylum seekers to country they fled, says Immigration Minister. The Immigration Minister said being tortured alone was no reason for being granted asylum. Oregon judge is accused of helping illegal immigrant drunk driver escape from her courtroom while ICE agents waited outside to deport him to Mexico. UK population to be the largest in Europe by 2050, driven by immigration and an ageing population. Carswell is blocking UKIP from becoming radical anti-immigration party, Farage says. Nigel Farage has attacked Douglas Carswell's mainstream vision for UKIP and blocking it becoming a radical anti-immigration party. On asylum and refugees, Britain left Europe years ago. After Angela Merkel's humanitarian response to the crisis, Europe is rapidly shifting towards Theresa May's position. UK Prime Minister Theresa May faces several tough battles on immigration. Government rebels could complicate upcoming votes on Brexit and international students. UK sector welcomes ONS plan to overhaul measure of international students. The UK's Office for National Statistics has announced plans to overhaul the way it counts international students. The independent agency has confirmed it is looking to data sources beyond the International Passenger Survey. Home Secretary writes to every peer urging them not to defeat the government over Brexit bill. The Home Secretary has written to every peer in the House of Lords urging them not to hand the government its first defeat over the Brexit bill. Theresa May's Brexit work permit gives us a first glimpse of how immigration will work after we leave the EU, and it will work wonders to slash migration. politicians haven't been honest with the public about immigration. They still aren't. Thank you for staying with me. See you in the next video.